Welcome to CUWFalcons.com. I'm joined here by football head coach Greg Etter after today's 47-20 NAC opening victory. Coach, your thoughts on the win?
Well, very pleased. I mean, obviously we get into conference play, and this is the most important game of the season so far because it's the first conference opponent. We're playing at home, and we're coming off of two tough, disheartening losses. So we used the bye week. We used this week of preparation in order to shore up some things and come away with a victory. So 1-0 conference play, first home conference win of 2014. Very pleased with it.
You mentioned the first two losses, or the last two losses, that have been disheartening, they've been tough. The defense has not played well. Today, a different story. Defense with 4 sacks, 13 tackles for losses, 2 forced fumbles and recoveries, an interception, 8 pass breakups. They finally came to life. How important is it for them as a unit to play well, to get that confidence?
Well, it's not just important for them as a unit. It's important for us as a football team. You know, we have to be able to count on all 3 phases of the football team, the offense, defense, and kicking game. And, you know, we challenge the defense saying that, you know, we haven't been pulling our weight. And, again, with the bye week and knowing what our first opponent was, we had to go back to basics and get some things shored up. And I'm very, very proud of the defensive staff, the preparation, going back to basics, emphasizing the fundamentals, and our players responded. You know, a lesser quality young man would have been able to throw the towel in and say, you know, what's going on here? But our guys bought in. They're very coachable. They're hard workers, and the coaches put them in the right spot, and these guys did the best they could to execute. They played with emotion. They played with heart, and you can see the results. Those are big numbers that you talked about, the turnovers, the tackles for losses, and that's the standard now. You know, that's what we have to build on every week.
Specifically, the first-team defense, you got guys like Austin Katz, who had 2 sacks, tackles for loss. McDermott had 3 tackles for loss. You had some other guys that really shined. The first-team unit playing so well, what's the trickle-down effect to the guys coming in after them?
Well, you know, everything – we talk about the leadership of the football program, and whether it's seniors or whether it's starters, they set the bar. They set the tone, and they're the ones that have to lead. Coaches do the best we can, put them in position to be successful, but the guys have to buy in. And when the upperclassmen and the starters are getting it done, now they have the perfect demonstration in front of them. And, again, the bar's being set and the expectations are high, so that's so critical for our first-string defense, no matter if it's a senior or on down to a freshman, to have the success. And from a coaching standpoint, if you're teaching the right fundamentals and the guys are executing, then you see the results. Now it's a trickle effect. Now they buy in even more. You know, if what you're teaching the young men are doing and it's not accomplishing anything, then you have a problem. You know, so again, our guys, our first team, bought into the coaching. They worked hard. And you saw the results today.
Your offense is built around the passing game, and again today, Damashki, Wenzelberger, they got their numbers as they normally do, but the running game came up with 214 yards, specifically your senior Shea Klitsky with 3 touchdowns. How important is it to have that balance in certain games when you need it?
Well, our offensive staff does an excellent job of taking what the defense is going to give us. They have to take something away. If they're going to load up the box, then Austin and Garrett are going to do their deal. But if they're going to take away the throw game, we have other weapons. And Shea Klitsky, he's a senior in our program. He's a hard worker. He's a guy that is going to be in the right spot. He's going to make right decisions with the ball. He's going to make the right decisions with pass protection. And you saw today, I mean, you know, when he gets the ball, he can make some things happen. So, yes, we have to have that balance. The more weapons you have, the more defenses have to defend, the harder it is. And as our weapons continue to improve, it's going to put a lot of stress on defenses. So, again, our offense did what they had to do. And, we have high expectations set for the football program, but we have high expectations set for the offense. And again, they found a way to move the ball and put points on the board.
Finally, you came into the season, the coaches and communicators in the conference predicted you to win the league. You came out the first conference game, you got the victory. Is that somewhat of a statement or just a good start to get things rolling?
That was the most important game for us of the season because it's the next game. All right, we don't. Once we watch the film tomorrow and meet with our players, then we move on to the next opponent, and that becomes the most important game of the season. So, to sum up what you said, this game right here is a good start. All right, it's a good start. It's win number 1 in the conference. You have to have it, and so I would call it a good start. And we'll go back to the drawing board and find a way to take advantage of the next most important game of the season, which is week number 2.
All right, thanks, Coach. Stay tuned to CUWFalcons.com for a recap on today's 47-20 victory over Concordia Chicago.